Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Gopi Jara Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jara Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vyasadeva Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचकाचार्य सूत्र श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य विभूति फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचकाचार्य सूत्र श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की, मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की, नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, chapter number 17th, text number 21st. Sūta uvaca evam dharme pravadati sa samrat dvijasattama samahitena manasa vikheda paryachashtatam. Sūta uvaca evam dharme pravadati sa samrat dvijasattama samahitena manasa vikheda paryachashtatam. Sūta uvaca evam dharme pravadati sa samrat dvijasattama samahitena manasa vikheda paryachashtatam. Please recite. Sūta uvaca evam dharme pravadati sa samrat dvijasattama samahitena manasa vikheda paryachashtatam. Sūta uvaca evam dharme pravadati sa samrat dvijasattama samahitena manasa vikheda paryachashtatam. Samahitena manasa vikheda paryachashtatam. Word to word meaning. Sūta uvaca, Sukadeva Goswami said, evam, so, dharme, the personality of religion, pravadati, thus having spoken, saha, he, samrat, the emperor, dvijasattama, O best among the brahmanas, samahitena, with proper attention, manasa, by the mind, vikhedaha, without any mistake, paryachashta, counter replied, tam, unto him. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Sukadeva Goswami said, O best among the Brahmanas, the Emperor Pariksit, thus hearing the personality of religion speak, was fully satisfied and without mistake or regret he gave his reply. Please repeat the translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, O best among the Brahmanas, the Emperor Pariksit, thus hearing the personality of religion speak, was fully satisfied and without mistake or regret he gave his reply. Purport. The statement of the bull, the personality of religion, was full of philosophy and knowledge, and the king was satisfied, since he could understand that the suffering bull was not an ordinary one. Unless one is perfectly conversant with the law of the Supreme Lord, one cannot speak such things, touching philosophical truths. The emperor, being also an equal level of sagacity, replied to the point without doubts or mistakes. Om Jnanatimrandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने ते नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने श्रीवात्सभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञानदायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाध्या श्रीरूपानगा भक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्तिविग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगा विरुद्धपसिद्धान्ताध्वान्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बरसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगाभराय ते गौर आविर्भावभूमे स्वं निर्दिष्ट सज्जनप्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरत्विषे नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तिरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतौ पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्बोजौ राधामदनमोहनौ दिव्यानन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाधः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमन्रासरसारम्भे वंशीवटतटे स्थितः कर्षन्वेणुस्वनिर्गोपिर्गोपीनाथः श्रियस्वना तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So I accept blessings of all the devotees so that we can speak something from this purport of Prabhupada. So here it's number 21. So the context is like this, that first Pariksit Maharaj saw a bull and cow being hurted by the Kali personified, and then he approached bull and then he asked the questions of his the cause of his suffering. And then we saw that how in last few verses, Dharma in the form of bull, Dharma personified in the form of bull, he was replying to the question of Pariksit Maharaj, and then he doesn't reply in a direct way. He indirectly he says, you only have to decide. I don't know which is the cause. You only decide what can be the cause. So he says some philosophers say like that, some philosophers say like that. So like that he actually told many reasons, but couldn't ascertain that what is the actual cause. So if we see that actually Pariksit Maharaj was right in front, he was seeing that Kali personified was beating the legs of bull. So that means he already knew that actually Kali personified is the cause. But then it is very surprising to know that he is asking a question. And on the other hand, even bull personified, Dharma personified bull is also replying in a very indirect way. I don't know. However, this was even Pariksit Maharaj also could see right in front, because he was seeing Kali personified, that Kali personified is the cause, but he couldn't ascertain. So from this quality of bull, we can understand there is one very good great quality, that he is not blaming anyone for our suffering. Just like we suffer or we get any trouble in our life, we start blaming others. oh, this person and so situations, time, place, circumstances, we definitely blame so many things. But here we see that bull, dharma personified, is not blaming anyone. Rather, he is blaming himself that I am not able to ascertain. This is my mistake. I don't know what is my cause of my suffering. You only decide. So this is how a devotee should be. Just like even sometimes if some devotees have done some mistake, so we shouldn't tell, or like if someone is asking, so we shouldn't directly tell, oh, so and so has done this mistake. We should hesitate to tell. If authority is asking, we can definitely tell. But otherwise, we shouldn't find fault, this person has done so and so. So sometimes we see devotees, sometimes people ask, oh, who has done this? Some devotees don't even tell the name. Some person has done this. So just like this bull is also hesitating to ascertain that who is the cause, similarly even devotees also should hesitate, shouldn't directly tell that who is the cause of their suffering. So there are like in whatever we do in our life, there are like many cause can be there. Like there is something called immediate cause, and then one it called remote cause, and then ultimate cause. So immediate cause means just whatever is seen in front of our eyes, that is called immediate cause. A remote cause can be like intermediate cause, but the ultimate cause is something which may not be seen by us. Just like for example, just like if we are going on a train and then we are in S5, let's say. So that like S5 bogie is running, someone will say, okay, this is because of S4 bogie. So the S4 bogie is the immediate cause for the S5 bogie. And then someone will say, no, S5 bogie is moving because of S1 bogie. So that is called remote cause. But someone intelligent person will come and he will see that no, actually all these bogies are moving just because of engine. So actually engine is the ultimate cause. So similarly, whatever this bull dharma personified in the form of bull, he told many causes. Then some people say that we are ourselves the cause of our sufferings. Some people say that there is superhuman power, and then some people say activities. So like that he was telling. But these can be remote causes or immediate causes, but cannot be the ultimate cause. But we see whereas ultimate cause is right in the beginning of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Lord Sri Vyasadeva has described that who is the ultimate cause. So actually Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is one of the aspects of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is causality, that to ascertain the cause. And Sri Vyasadeva says, Janmad yasyato anavaya chitra itratas charthi savigya swarat tene brahma hirdaya adi kave. He says that everything is actually emanating from him. So that means what? That actually cause of all the causes is Lord Krishna. So that is ultimate cause. But here what dharma personified in the form of bull he was telling, that was remote causes or immediate causes, not the ultimate cause. Now here we see that actually dharma is the form of bull. But Pariksit Maharaj could understand, because he was so intellectually speaking, he was replying in very intellectual way, he could understand that he is not an ordinary bull. He is dharma personified. He could understand that. Now even Pariksit Maharaj could understand everything, and he also, now he didn't actually reply that who is the direct cause, but actually Pariksit Maharaj could understand that what is the real cause. Now sometimes we see that devotees also come to know everything without even, like with situations are not there. Some other people may not be able to understand, but devotees will be able to understand. Just like in this particular case, Pariksit Maharaj came to know the cause. Similarly also we see that this Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna in battlefield of Kurukshetra. How long? Just in 45 minutes. Now we may not understand this Bhagavad Gita for even 45 lifetimes also. But Arjuna could understand just in 45 minutes. How? So because he was a great devotee. Similarly, we see so many pastimes like this. Like one time Lord Chaitanya went to Jagannath Puri. So out of ecstasy, when he was seeing Lord Jagannath, so he fainted actually. So when he was fainted, so some people, superintendent of the temple, security of the temple, he was thinking, oh, he's just making a show off. So he's just making chaos. So then actually security wanted to make him out. But then superintendent of the temple was Sarvam Bhattacharya. And he could understand that actually it is actually Ashta Sattvic Vikar. He could understand. So some things which not everyone can understand, but whoever Lord wants to make them know, they will know it. Similarly also we see that Lord actually showed universal form to so many people. I mean, even Duryodhan could see, Dhritarashtra could see, Mother Yasoda also saw, and then Arjuna also saw. But how many people really understood? Dhritarashtra couldn't understand Krishna, Duryodhan couldn't understand Krishna, but only Arjuna could understand, because Arjuna is a great devotee. So the conclusion is that actually whoever Krishna wants to make them know, they will only know Krishna. Otherwise, it's not possible. So how devotees come to know is by two things. One thing is they are doing pure devotional service. So on the strength of their pure devotional service, and another is by the mercy of Krishna. So by these two things, devotees come to know the things. Just like, when any person used to come to meet Prabhupada, let it be any field, and Prabhupada used to talk with him so elaborately, and as such that he knows everything. Just like one time in front of Prabhupada, one person who drives Formula 1 race car. So he came, and Prabhupada talked with him for half an hour, that how is car, how much is the fuel, and all this. Prabhupada talked with him for almost half an hour, and then he related with that half an hour talk ultimately with Krishna. So Prabhupada was so expert that he knew everything. And devotees used to actually wonder that how Prabhupada knew all this Formula 1 racing car, because Prabhupada is in India and all these things are from Western culture. But Prabhupada knew everything. And let it be, now I'm just talking about one thing, but let it be anything. There are so many people used to philosophers, scientists, and Prabhupada used to talk with them, like related to them. And then ultimately he used to relate that talk to Krishna. So sometimes devotees used to ask, Prabhupada, like, how do you know? Then Prabhupada used to say that actually whatever, because we are performing Krishna consciousness, and Krishna Bhakta means he knows everything. So one time, one devotee asked that, Prabhupada, does spiritual master knows everything? Then Prabhupada says that it's not that spiritual master knows everything. Only Krishna knows everything. But whatever Krishna wants to make a spiritual master know, he will know that much only. So in one way, it's not that spiritual master knows everything, but whatever Krishna is telling, inspiring him to know, then only he will know. So just like many times, many proper disciples reveal this, that as soon as I went in front of Prabhupada, and then I was scanned in and out, there was nothing to hide, because everything Prabhupada could know. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki jai, Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Sodramaya ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So many devotees reveal this, not only one devotee, but many devotees reveal this, that as soon as I went in front of Prabhupada, and I was scanned in and out, and there was nothing to hide. Because I was thinking, I will hide from Prabhupada, because sometimes when we go in front of saintly person, then we have to be very gentlemanly, so like we hide ourselves. But then they reveal, no, there was nothing to hide, because he knew everything. So Prabhupada could know everything, because Krishna wants to make him know. So like that we hear many pastimes. So one time there was one proper disciple whose name was Amogha. So then he had in one of the Bhagavatam lecture, his morning, actually some devotees were keeping their Bhagavatam to touching to the ground. So Prabhupada was chastising them. Oh, you cannot touch your Bhagavatam to the ground, because it's an offense. Bhagavatam is none other than Krishna himself. You cannot touch. So then Prabhupada says, you should have your Bhagavatam cover, so that you can read anywhere. So then this Amog Prabhu was there in the class, and then he thought, okay, let me gift one Bhagavatam cover to Prabhupada. But then when he was getting it done, he was feeling so much puffed up. Oh, see, I will give some very special gift to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada felt so happy. So he was so puffed up. I will give some unique gift which no one has gifted till now. And because today only Prabhupada was telling, and if I'll give him, Prabhupada will become very happy. So then he also took some mangoes. Okay, I'll give some mangoes also to meet Prabhupada. So when he was going to meet Prabhupada, and then he gave this gift. Okay, Prabhupada, this is Bhagavatam. Please take this gift. Prabhupada asked, what is this? Prabhupada, as you told in the morning that, this is Bhagavatam cover, we shouldn't touch the Bhagavatam in the ground. Prabhupada immediately says, oh, I don't touch my Bhagavatam to the ground. It is for you. I don't touch it. This is not for me. I don't touch it. And immediately the disciple was so embarrassed, because he was feeling so puffed up that, I will do this great service, and Prabhupada will appreciate me, Prabhupada will glorify me in front of everyone. But then, because Prabhupada knew that this is not with love, this is so much so off, this is with so much puffed up. So immediately Prabhupada actually crushed him everything. Crushed him to zero. And then he was feeling so humble, so embarrassed. And then after some time, he thought, okay, let me give some mangoes to Prabhupada. And then he gives some mangoes to Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada said, yes, this is real gift. This is real gift. What is this gift? I don't use it, but this, you have given mango, this is real gift. So Prabhupada knew that what is happening in the heart of his disciples. And actually, a spiritual master knows, because he has to deal with his disciples and he has to correct them. Now, if they are proud, or they are any anarthas is there, a spiritual master has to, cut it off. So that's why Krishna make them know whatever is anarthas in the heart of his disciples. Similarly, we also hear, one time, it comes in Chaitanya Leela, one time Pundrik Vidyanidhi. Pundrik Vidyanidhi was very great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Krishna, of course, he was Vrishabhanu Maharaj in the Krishna Leela, and in this particular Leela, he became the spiritual master of Gadadhar Pandit. So then one time he was there, he came in the Nadia district, Mayapur. So then Gadadhar Pandit, we know that he was a close associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Gadadhar Pandit was a friend of Mukunda. So Mukunda says, see, a very great devotee has come to Mayapur. His name is Pundrik Vidyanidhi. Pundrik Vidyanidhi is very, very great devotee. So let's go and meet this great Vaishnava. Because whenever any great Vaishnava comes, we should go and take his blessings, right? We should hear from them. So similarly, Mukunda told, so Gadadhar, let's go. So Gadadhar was very, very simple man. He was right from his childhood, he was a kind of very, very simple, or so much austerity and all. So then when he went to Pundrik Vidyanidhi, now Pundrik Vidyanidhi was in such a lavish royal. He's very royal. He's sitting on a very, very, high couch, and then having betel nuts in his mouth, and then a big hairstyle, and so much he was having. So then, actually, Gadadhar Pandit was from very simple background, and he thought Vaishnava means very, very simple. Now, when he saw this Pundrik Vidyanidhi, because Mukunda told that he is a very great Vaishnava, so he couldn't understand that how can he be great Vaishnava? He is तो ऐश्वर्य में है, पूरा भोगी है. So then he actually got bewildered that how is he such a Vaishnava. So then Mukunda could understand that what is going in the heart of Gadadhar. So immediately, actually, what he did, he recited one verse from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that Aho bakiyam sanakalakutam jingam sayapa yayadapi asadvi lebe gatim dhatri uchitam tatonyam kamva dayalum saranam rajema. So as soon as he quoted this verse, who? Mukunda quoted this verse in front of Pundrik Vidyanidhi. So Pundrik Vidyanidhi he became so ecstasy, he went into so much ecstasy, he became so much mad, he started rolling in the ground, he started tearing his own shirt, and he was like completely into mad condition. Because this verse says that how much Krishna is merciful. So as soon as he heard this, that Krishna is so merciful, he went into so much ecstasy. And then as soon as Gadadhar Pandit saw this, oh, he's such a great devotee, he is going into ecstasy just by hearing the Krishna's name. So then he understood, oh, I have done a great offense. And then he submits himself in front of Pundrik Vidyanidhi that please accept me as your disciple, because I have done a severe offense at your lotus feet. So please accept me as your disciple. And then he accepts. So here we understand that actually Gadadhar Pandit couldn't understand, but Mukunda could understand that who is he. So there are some things which ordinary people may not understand, but then devotees can understand. Just like Mukunda is a great devotee. Of course, Gadadhar Pandit is also a devotee, but Krishna doesn't want to make him know. He wants to make his Leela. So like that. So he could understand. So here we see that, this how Pariksit Maharaj is so great that he could understand everything. But you see, when Pariksit Maharaj now after 1, 2 chapter, first I think 18 chapter, 19 chapter it will come, that when Pariksit Maharaj was touring, and then once he was on excursion, and then he forgot his way, and then he goes to an ashram he was feeling very thirsty. Then he goes to ashram of Sami Rishi, and then he asked for the water. But then Sami Rishi was in meditation, so he couldn't welcome him. So then Pariksit Maharaj got very, very bewildered. Not bewildered exactly, but he got very angry. And then he says, oh, I'm a great king, and then I'm asking for water, and then this person is just excusing to be in meditation. He is not in meditation. So then what he did, he killed a snake and then he kept that snake in the neck of Samiki Rishi. Now Samiki Rishi was really in meditation actually. Now this behavior is called tit for tat, because this person did not actually welcome me, he didn't give me water, he spoke any word to me, so let me do some trouble for him. So now you think that how is it really possible? Pariksit Maharaj is such a great devotee, Pariksit Maharaj could know all the dharmic principles, but how did he really do this? This is a tit for tat. Prabhupada says this is a silly act. Those people who do tit for tat, this is a silly act. Just like after that only we will see that his son, Samik Rishi's son was Srangi. Now some of the children, they inform this Srangi that, your father has been garlanded by a snake and your father is dead. Some people, they didn't know actually father is dead, but they just told like that. And immediately without any second thought, what he did, Srangi immediately he actually cursed Pariksit Maharaj, that whoever has done with this to my father, immediately he will be killed within the 7 days by the bite of Takshaka snake. So this is the silly behavior of tit for tat behavior of Srangi Muni. So but how did he do this, Pariksit Maharaj? So there Prabhupada writes that actually this was the will of the Lord. So Lord wanted to do this like this so that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam could come in otherwise if you understand that if there won't be any curse on Pariksit Maharaj would never go to Ganga Nadi and then there will never be Bhagavatam. But by the will of the Lord this happened and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam came in front of us and now we are reading this. So this was the will of the Lord. But you see, there are so many pastimes where we see that people have done tit for tat. For example, can you give some example where people have really tit for tat behavior in the Shastras? Tit for tat. What he has done some trouble for me, I will also make some trouble. So many examples. Just like you see, Suruchi. Suruchi, right? Of course, it is not exactly tit for tat, but then when Dhruv Maharaj want to, sit on the throne, sit on the lap of Uttanpad. So he thinks, oh, she is my Sautili, this is my step-wife, so co-wife. He cannot, sit on the throne of my king. So then she immediately said, no, you cannot sit. Similarly, we see when actually Lord Shiva was there in the assembly of Daksha and he didn't stand actually. So then Daksha became angry. And then Daksha became angry, but Lord Shiva actually left. Now Lord Shiva left, but then the carrier of Lord Shiva is Bull. Bull became angry. Now Bull is cursing here and then now even Daksha also left. So Bull is cursing from here and then from there, all these rishis, Bhrigu Muni and all this cursing and counter cursing is going on. So this behavior is called tit for tat. Similarly, also we see recently we came across that point. One time, this Sukracharya's daughter was Devyani, and this Brahaspati's son was Kach. So this Devyani was very attracted towards Kach. So she proposed. But actually this Kach, Brahaspati's son, was disciple of Sukracharya. He learned this Sanjeevani Vidya from him. So he was a disciple of Sukracharya. So then Devyani was attracted towards Kach. So then she proposed, okay, we will get married. But then Kach was he was very respectful towards Devyani because he says, oh, you are daughter of my guru. You are very respectable for me. I cannot get married with you. Immediately Devyani became angry and Devyani cursed Kach that whatever Vidya you have learned from my father, you will forget. And he forgot. And then Kach also counter cursed him that you will not get married to a Brahmana boy. So this cursing and counter cursing we see throughout the Bhagavatam, so many places like that. So, but on the other hand, we see that devotees actually don't work in that way. Devotees don't act in such a way. For example, from Bhagavatam only, they don't do tit for tat. They have been troubled, tortured, cursed, but they didn't retaliate against it. Prahlad Maharaj was so much tortured by his father, but he didn't react over it. Ambarish Maharaj was actually, he was in such a precarious condition, with no offense, without any mistake, but still he was tortured by Durvasa Muni. But he was so humble, and when actually Durvasa Muni comes back, he says, oh no, this is my mistake, because of me you are actually wandering here and there. So this is Ambarish Maharaj. Draupadi. Yes, so Draupadi, Aswathama, you see, Aswathama actually kills her five sons. Now this is a very, very pitiable situation for a mother, if someone kills her 5 sons. But actually, he says, see, for me, I have my husband. But you see, for, what is this? What was her name? What was the name of Aswathama's mother? Krapi. For Krapi, there is no one, because her husband is also already died. And now if you will kill Aswathama also, then she will have no shelter. So let him be saved. So this Draupadi was so much compassionate. So other examples? Huh? Kans Vasudev. Huh? Yeah, so when he got this, he got this prophecy that your 8th son of Mother Devaki will kill you. But then, and then he started to kill immediately Mother Devaki. But then it's not that Vasudeva actually reacted over it. Vasudeva did react, but he reacted in a Barval way. That he tried to console Kamsa. See, anyways, you have fear from the sons of Devaki, not from Devaki. And I will personally hand all the sons to you. So you don't need to be fearful of Mother Devaki. What else? Other examples? One time, Lord Shiva was giving Bhagavatam class with Mother Parvati in the side, and their sages were very, very great sannyasis, renunciants, Narad Muni, Vyasadeva, all these saints were there, and then he is giving topic Bhagavatam class on renunciation. Parvati is inside. Parvati is on the lap of Lord Shiva. So then Chitraketu Maharaj was going on the airplane, and he sees, Arey, this Lord Shiva is giving Bhagavatam class on renunciation, keeping Parvati on the lap. How is it? It doesn't match, right? So then it is contradictory behavior of Lord Shiva. So he actually does his sarcastic way. Oh Lord Shiva, you are so great that you are giving Bhagavatam class keeping on renunciation, keeping Mother Parvati on your lap. So he does it a sarcastic way, just taunt something. But immediately Mother Parvati became so angry, and then she cursed him that your behavior is very, very demoniac. So let you be born as a demon in your next life. Now here Parvati does tit for tat behavior. But now you see Chitraketu Maharaj did not react over it. And even Lord Shiva didn't care for it. Lord Shiva was enjoying, okay, he has taunted me, it's okay for me. And even Chitraketu Maharaj also did not react over it. Chitraketu Maharaj accepted, he paid obeisances to Mother Parvati, and he went. And we know that he became Vratasura in his next life. And then actually, then Lord Shiva says, Narayana para sarve na kutasyan bhivyati swarg apavarga narkeshu apitullartha darshana. O Devi, Goddess Parvati, whatever you have done is a very great mistake. You are thinking that by cursing you, he will fall down. No. Devotees are never fearful of any situations. Let them be in hell, let them be in heaven, let them in Goloka. Wherever they are, they will do the same thing. Just like Prabhupada used to say, that even if devotees go to hell, what will they do there? They will preach. Prabhupada used to give example, just like a printer. If you take printer it comes in the Prabhupada meditation one day it comes. So he says, if you even take the printer to heaven, what will you do? Cut. There also it will print only. So similarly, devotees, wherever they are, wherever they will go, what will they do? They will preach, they will chant, they will glorify the Lord. That's it. So devotees of the Lord are not fearful of any situation wherever they are, whichever situations they are into, they will just go and preach. So similarly, we see even in Prabhupada's life. So one time Prabhupada was given options. So you have to choose where you can go. You can go to India, you can go to Los Angeles, or you can go to Africa. We have 3 options. His secretary was telling, Prabhupada, we have got invitation from 3 temples. We have got an invitation from India, we have got invitation from Los Angeles, and we have got invitation from Africa. Now, if India already like very nice, there were so many disciples and already nice arrangement was there, and even in Los Angeles, very nice temple was there. So Prabhupada could thought, okay, let me go to India or Los Angeles where I will get so much, a nice arrangement, nice facilities. But no, Prabhupada told, no, let me go to Africa. There was no devotees, nothing was there. Preaching just started there. But Prabhupada chose to be in Africa. So great devotees are never fearful of any situation wherever they go. Just like we hear this famous pastimes of Prabhupada. Prabhupada told his disciples, Brahmanand Prabhu and Garg Muni Prabhu, that you go to East Pakistan and West Pakistan. And they did so. They did so on the order of Srila Prabhupada. So they were not fearful, they were not doubtful, okay, how will we, live there? It is so much, so much Muslim, people are so violent there, we will not be alive there. They did not think another thought. Just on the order of Prabhupada they went. So like that. So whatever, so we are discussing that whatever devotees, wherever they go, they are not fearful of any situations. Another pastimes where we see that where in Bhagavatam devotees do not act tit for tat behavior is Jad Bharat. Jad Bharat was roaming around, and then some devotees of Mother Kali, they came and they wanted to do a sacrifice, and they took Jad Bharat. But Jad Bharat did not react over it. But on the other hand, Mother Kali only came and he actually killed all those people. So he also did not do tit for tat. Similarly, Dhruv Maharaj was, insulted by Suruchi, his own stepmother. But then he did not retaliate. Rather, he went to his own mother and he asked that, why am I offended? Mother Suruchi is telling that if you want to sit on the throne, that you have to take birth from my womb. And then that will happen when you see God. And where is God? So then Mother Suniti says that जितने सारे महात्मा हैं वो सब जंगल में जाते हैं तपस्या करने के लिए, भगवान को प्राप्त करने के लिए. You also have to go to forest. And immediately Dhruv Maharaj goes to forest. So here we see that so many pastimes, incidents in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam where devotees don't react like tit for tat. But on the other hand, there are so many demons, they act in a tit for tat way. So as a devotee, we shouldn't act in that way, because if we act in such a way, of course, that depends upon the situations also. If someone is authoritative position, he has to do it to correct the management. But then if we are not on that position, we shouldn't react. Okay, this devotee has done this for me, मैं बदला ले लूँगा, इसने मेरे को ये नहीं दिया, मैं भी इसको ये नहीं दूँगा. We shouldn't do that. Till the time we are not in that position to correct someone. So just like this bull is not blaming anyone. Okay, this Kali personified has done this offense to me, he is beating me. He didn't blame, but rather he just tolerated, and then he gave the options to Pariksit Maharaj. You only decide. So similarly in our life, we shouldn't find faults. Rather than finding fault, let's work on the solution. Just like if something has happened, now asking, oh, who has done this, tell me who has done this. Rather than that, let's work on the solution. अभी पूछने से किसने किया उसे तो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है ना. Just like for example, someone is coming in the temple hall, and then if there is a glass of water and that is of glass, और उसके हाथ से glass छूट गया, and then glass is broken. Now if someone asks, oh, किसने तोड़ा, पूछने से कुछ होने वाला है क्या? कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. Rather than that, let's work on the कैसे उसको साफ किया जाए, and then let's all the broken glasses should be removed. So similarly, rather than asking immediately कि who did it, let's work on the solution. अगर उसने intentionally तो नहीं तोड़ा ना, अगर intentionally तोड़ा तो there's a different thing. उसे mistake हुआ है, and then we shouldn't just blame like that. So similarly, just like we say that many people ask why we have come here to this material world. So they just keep asking the question. They will not work on the solution. Why have we come to this material world? But Prabhupada used to say that when you are in ocean, you are drowning. Then you should ask, how can I come out? And then you should give your hand, and then as whoever is throwing a rope, you should immediately catch it. Rather than asking, oh, why have I come here? How have I come here? Rather than asking, first come out, and then after coming out, you can ask. Sometimes Prabhupada also used to say, you go to Krishna, you go back to Godhead, and then ask Krishna only, why have I come here? So rather than asking all these unending questions, unending debating questions, why have I come here? People will say, Arey, why came here? वहाँ पे तो envy होता नहीं है. This is unending questions. So rather than asking all these questions, first let's try to go out from here, go to Krishna, and then you ask there only to him. There is no use of asking such questions rather than work on the solution. So devotees don't blame the situations, devotees don't blame others for their things, rather than that they work on the solution. So that is a smart way. But people, they will just get struck that who did it, and then they will not work upon the solution. But devotees don't do that way, and they work on the solution. So similarly, we see that even, just like we are talking about blame, so even when all the battlefield of Kurukshetra was over, so Yudhishthira Maharaj was blaming himself. Oh, I am the cause of all this. Because of me, all these people, all this my family have been killed because of me. So he was feeling so regret about himself. He was feeling too low that because of me, this all things all people have been killed. So then Lord Krishna, of course, he gave him counseling, but he didn't understand. And then Lord took him to Bhishma. And then Bhishma says, what Bhishma says? Bhishma, although he knew that actually Krishna is the cause of all causes, but he didn't tell. What did he tell? It is because of, and then he was feeling too pity. Oh, these people are so dharmic, and still you see what happened with them. He is telling it is because of the inevitable time. ये समय का ऐसा गति है, तो ऐसा बोल रहे हैं. So people, devotees know that Krishna is the cause of all causes, but even they don't blame Krishna. They don't blame Krishna. Oh Krishna, you are doing this for me. I have been worshipping you. मैंने आपको सब कुछ किया, लेकिन फिर भी आप ऐसा कर रहे हैं. Devotees don't tell like that. But on the other hand, you see, atheistic people or karmi people, they will just blame Krishna. Like I was hearing a few days back, one devotee was telling that people, outside people, they will spend their time on someone else. They will spend time on cricketers. They will spend time on movies. They will spend time on politics. But when any bad thing happens to them, then immediately they will blame on Krishna. टाइम किसको दे रहे हैं? टाइम किसी और को दे रहे हैं. और कैसे भी कुछ गलत हो गया तो ब्लेम किसको करेंगे? कृष्ण को. अरे अगर आपको गलत हुआ है तो उनको ब्लेम करो ना, जिसके साथ हमने टाइम स्पेंड किया है. मूवी क्रिकेटर्स को ब्लेम करो, स्पोर्ट्समैन को ब्लेम करो, बट नहीं, दे विल ब्लेम कृष्णा. बट डिवोटीज, हाउएवर, दे स्पेंड टाइम विद कृष्णा, बट दे डोंट ब्लेम हिम, because they understand that actually whatever I am suffering or I am getting, of course Krishna is the real cause of all causes, but it is because of my own previous karmas or my conditioned mind. So they act in such a way. So as a devotee, we shouldn't blame anyone or blame Krishna, or for our suffering we have to blame ourselves only. Just like here bull is not telling that Kali personified has done this, or he is not even ascertaining that who is the cause, but he is actually condemning himself that I am not able to ascertain that who is the cause. So we also should, if we also apply in our life such method that we don't blame anyone, otherwise it will we will fall into unnecessary conflicts. Rather than that, just blame ourselves that it is because of my own previous karmas and conditioning. So then our life will be much more better. So here we end. Any questions or comments we can take now? All right, so we end here. ग्रंथरा Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे.